What began with 16 teams is now down to 8. Playoff doubleheader, starting at the home of the champs, Chicago Stadium. Michael Jordan, after a Miami sweep, hits the conference semis, averaging a measly. Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks, followed by.
Along with Doug Collins, this is Bob Neal welcoming you to Chicago. The view of the beautiful skyline from a chilly Lake Michigan and inside the Madhouse on Madison Street. The New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls, Madison Street. We'll be back here along with MJ. Right after these commercial messages, we'll join Ernie Johnson.
I think to watch early, first of all, they cannot afford to get in foul space the floor. They feel that New York.
Ron Gerritsen are the officials for tonight's ball game, and we're underway from Chicago. Mark Jackson, the point guard, moved back into his leadership role with the Knicks under Riley this year. Into Ewing early. The bounce pass to Wilkins off the double team.
Puts it on the floor. Michael Jordan going back to help. That will free Gerald Wilkins at the top, or whoever's on the top of the floor for the open jumper.
Horace Grant to Scottie Pippen. Big matchup here. McDaniel and Pippen. Jackson on Paxson. 5 seconds to shoot. Jordan on the fadeaway. Rebound McDaniel.
You're not going to see many fast breaks from New York unless it's just there, the opportunities there. They're going to bring the ball down the floor. They're going to use the clock. They'd like to keep their turnovers down, get a good shot every time down the floor, and then maybe a second or third opportunity. There's the double team. Wilkins again, wide open.
As you pointed out earlier, I'm out here only a minute and a half into the game.
Well, I think what they're going to talk about is the double teams. Michael came all the way across the floor, and I don't know if he's the designated guy right now. You see Phil talking to Michael. In many instances against Ewing, you like to spin him outside, and I know when I was here in Chicago, you bring a guy down from behind him. You bother his shot from behind him, but Ewing opens with the easy shot.
Twice quarter from Chicago Stadium. Cartwright gets inside, is hammered by Oakley.
That's going to be 2 shots in the ball. We already see the presence of Charles Oakley inside Detroit series. Early in the game, Charles Oakley did the same thing to Rodman. You see it right there. You know, a lot of people feel Bill's free throws have gone way down. He used to be around an 80%, or he is slipping.
Now Jordan on the run, has Pippen. He's fouled and will go to the line.
So that's what New York has to be very careful about. A transition shot. Xavier McDaniel took the jump shot. It was not a bad shot, but the difference, you've got Michael Jordan rebounding and now throwing out to Pippen on the fast break. This is what Chicago wants to do. So anytime the outside shot is taking, they're going to have one or maybe even 2 guys back to protect against this. You want Scottie Pippen shooting jumpers.
The Bulls' first point of this game comes 2 minutes and 4 seconds in.
I think you're going to see Chicago try to put a little pressure up the floor also. After free throws, see if Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright come up the floor. I think they feel that they can force New York into some turnovers.
I had the Chicago-Miami game 3 down in Miami, and Miami had a 17-point.
Oakley's going to handle the basketball. You've got Horace Grant at 6'10", who's exceptionally quick. You see a lot of this with Cleveland also, too. They like to bring Larry Nance or Hot Rod Williams up just to make teams use shot clock.
Mark Jackson with 5 seconds to shoot. 3, 2. Wilkins misses the 3. Ewing steals the offensive board.
Nice pass.
McDaniel. Grant is fouled by Patrick Ewing.
Not hurt New York. Mason is as big and strong as Oakley and quicker and a better offensive player, so they've got a very fine backup in his place.
Horace Grant, tough shot. He missed it.
The one thing that New York is not going to face when they face against Detroit was the quickness to the ball and off the floor. Detroit was a strong-arm team. This is a quick team.
Grant bumped the Knicks and came in the trade for Charles Oakley in the '88 draft, along with some draft choices.
That's right. I saw that today in the paper. Well, the last few times these teams have met in the playoffs, Chicago has definitely gotten the upper.
Chicago only 1 for 7 from the floor.
Now you got to watch Michael the time Jackson was able to stick him.
8-4 Knicks, 8:10 to go first quarter.
Going inside against Ewing again. See, Cartwright feels very comfortable playing against him, although that shot was blocked because of all the years of practicing each other against in New York.
20 on the shot clock. So Ewing with 3 rebounds early and a blocked shot already, playing tough against Cartwright. And Cartwright, as you pointed out, Doug, historically plays Ewing very well.
Well, he knows where Patrick likes to catch the ball, and he bumps him, he gets him off the block, and he's very comfortable with his moves, so he disrupts his timing.
10 seconds to shoot. Mason using his strength.
See, he's strong. I mean, he missed that shot, but he got the ball deep into the lane. He just pulled that shot.
Knicks back quickly on defense.
See, he's matched up against Scottie Pippen right now.
Pippen is left alone. Bulls are one more
other than the tip in by Scottie Pippen. Everything has been a jump shot. See, that's a muscle shot right there.
Rims out of there. Pippen has the run. Bulls have the numbers. 4 on 3.
There's 2. You can count that one.
Good investment. John Paxson
is going in.
Now McDaniel missed. The Knicks have missed the last 3 times down. Bulls battling back. Chance to tie. McDaniel fouls Pippen on the drive, and that's where McDaniel has a problem with Pippen. 6:51 remaining in the first quarter. You'd think this was Yankees and White Sox, 8-6 here. Horace Grant, nice give and go to Jordan.
Out of bounds.
That's a turnover. Wave it off.
Michael stepped out of bounds and then had not established himself back on the floor. That was good.
Ewing against Cartwright.
Ewing's waiting for all these bodies to come at him against Detroit.
Quarter. Knicks by 4. Grant isn't going to miss.
Pressure. You're going to see them try to force some turnovers. Right now, New York's into a pretty good rhythm.
Ewing facing the basket. Spins to the left, and Pippen got a hand on it. 8 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Mason missing. Rebound McDaniels. He's been an offing against the Pistons.
See, what happens is Scottie Pippen went the double team, and when he did, he couldn't find Xavier McDaniel.
First points of the game for Jordan.
Only player in the history of the game you can say quiet on 56 points.
10 seconds.
McDaniel would like to post up against Pippen. They're really slow getting into this play.
5 to shoot. Beautiful
to the opening. Had he taken it up on the same side, Pippen would have blocked it from behind with those long arms.
5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pippen stripped away by Jordan. What great hands.
Michael,
19 to shoot.
See, Michael's like a goalie back there. I mean, he saves all these shots, and that should be a 3-on-1 fast break. You got Michael back, but I think you can get a better shot against Cartwright than that.
Way out of his range. Ewing can get pushed off the block sometimes by an aggressive defensive center.
New York's doing a good job of plugging the middle on Pippen and Jordan right now, too. They're not giving them that big looping lane inside to get to the basket.
Cartwright with 8 to shoot. Drops the jump. He looked at Grant. He looked for Pippen and said, I'll take. Came in to double team Ewing and hammered him with his right arm.
Bob, you know, if we get a chance later on to watch a replay on this play, I know we don't have time right now, but Patrick Ewing pass is deflected. We're going to watch this as this goes along tonight to see if he does a better job. He had trouble passing out a double team against the Pistons.
Quickly to the hoop and then the block. Paxson spots up from Jordan. Tied at 14.
Chicago tied the game. He took a quick timeout.
Jordan gets past Wilkins, the fadeaway. Rattles falls on Chicago. Scottie Pippen.
That's going to be, what, his second foul? He got one on the double team.
Correct.
That's his second foul. That's something we have to keep our eye focused. You guys are basically the heart and soul of everything Chicago.
In comes Starks and Anthony. Greg Anthony, the rookie from UNLV, and John Starks, one of the surprises of the league, has played and has played well in the playoffs against Detroit. Starks wears number 3. Anthony wears number 2.
Trouble. A layup, forced the jump shot.
Tied at 16. Starks whacks Paxson and then drains the jumper.
Very streaky offensive player. Hit 8 3-pointers against Chicago this year at Madison Square Garden.
Tremendous athlete. He was in the slam dunk competition in Orlando this year. 3-point Knicks lead, 2:32 to go, first quarter. Bulls with 5 to shoot. 4. 3-pointer.
They're sitting on 16 right now with 2:08 to go.
Been some slipping on this floor, and
You can put out there against Michael Jordan and have some speed and quickness up against him. You cannot ask Gerald Wilkins to play 48 minutes against Michael Jordan. So we'll have to keep our
Tuesday and Thursday. And of course, the Blackhawks will be in this arena tomorrow night playing against the Red Wings in the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs.
It looks like Starks is moving.
Defense in this first quarter. 3.
B.J. Armstrong
2.
wants to spot up for that shot. There's a block. Michael before, but there was an illegal defense against Michael Jordan before the
foul Starks. The Bulls have been held to 16 points in the first quarter with 1:29 remaining. Certainly a Knicks kind of pace.
It's the 83 Philadelphia 76ers to put 5 minutes of defense on you and then go on to a 14-0 or a 12-2 spurt where they hit you with a 10 or 12 point run. So Bulls are scrambling. Somebody's going to get an open shot.
Purdue stole that rebound. The pass is stolen by Anthony.
Oh, he took a three. It's going to go in.
Jordan runs down the rebound.
Michael and Scottie to finish shots. Starks pulls up and hits the quick jumper. So far in the lane, and then they're running into... John Starks didn't finish that shot. He had it. He was thinking about getting back before he let it go.
Jordan to Livingston, back to Jordan, Vandeweghe and Ewing into the game for McDaniel and Donaldson for the Knicks. Pippen also back in. Here comes Cartwright.
Again, because Phil Jackson wants him working against Kiki Vandeweghe. So let's see if the Chicago tries to exploit the...
Starts with a foul on Jordan.
See, in the Detroit series,
let him bang underneath, but called him tight out on the perimeter.
I think that's a good call. Underneath, you're going to get all the kind of contact you want.
By 9:45 to go second quarter. People in Chicago are already talking about Chicago going 4-0 against New York. All of a sudden,
they breezed through the first round of the playoffs, and right now they're being a little challenged, and they're going to have to crank it up a little bit.
Scott Williams gets the loose ball foul.
You saw that coming.
Long range rebound Jordan.
Vandeweghe's in for one reason, to shoot the ball.
Jordan has 4 rebounds early.
Shot that is not the sign of a confident shot right now. He's trying to guide the ball in the basket rather than shoot it. What Scottie wants to do is get out on the open floor, get a couple easy ones, and then that jumper starts going most finish. So this is the best 1-2 punch in the NBA, and I'd venture to say they're the best 2 defensive players at the 2 and 3 positions in the NBA also.
They average nearly 5 steals a game here in the playoffs. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Doug and I will be selecting the Budweiser player of the game. Pippen knocks them both down.
Got to go get the basketball in his hands.
When do we see the Bulls go to some full court pressure? Wilkins to Ewing, over Cartwright, good call Doug, and rebound Mason.
See what happens though, you get because they got a double.
Anthony, it's 3-on-1. He had Ewing. Instead goes to Vandeweghe.
And they finish it for the fast break. 6 fast break points for Chicago, only 6 for New York, only 2 for Chicago.
Bulls are back with their starting 5 on the floor.
So Scottie Pippen holding his left wrist too. I don't know whether he got hurt on that play. We'll have to keep our eye on him too.
Cartwright muscling Ewing. Him up pretty high off the block. There's the double team. 4 seconds to shoot. What a pass from McDaniel.
Walked. I didn't see how he was going to get out of that.
Pippen.
Looking at the basket. That was in rhythm. That was an instinctive play.
There's the double team. Ewing finds McDaniel.
Nice play there by Xavier McDaniel.
Knicks by 11, 5:22 to go in the half. Michael Jordan has only 6 points. That's on Gerald Wilkins.
Well, Bulls do not foul much. They're a very good position defensive team, or at least they're not called very much. I should say. A lot of people feel that Michael and Scottie get away with a lot of pushing, but a lot of grabbing. But we talked about tempo, all right? One thing that New York has done is they've got 5 offensive rebounds. Okay, what that does is that prevents Chicago from rebounding and shot opportunities. You don't turn it over, and now you've got Chicago into a half-court game. That's what you have to do, but you have to do it for 48 minutes, not for 23 or 24.
Jordan knocks them both down. Knicks by 9, 5:17 to go in the half. And here's the full court pressure. McDaniel. Chicago. New York by 11. This Knicks defense has been impressive.
Get off him and make him shoot the jump shot. Not him.
5 seconds to shoot. Grant has it blocked by Ewing. 2 seconds to shoot. Good! Follow.
Hustle there by Horace Grant.
Back to Ewing again against Cartwright. No double team. The hook pass into McDaniel. Passing better than against Detroit. 4 assists already.
This is a different Xavier McDaniel again in the trade right here. Xavier McDaniel's got to be very careful. He does not want to get a technical foul.
That's the 3rd foul on Charles Oakley. And Pippen saying he got hit in the Detroit series is saying,
well, yeah,
I got stuck in a traffic jam at rush hour.
You're right. See, when did he not get hit in the game he's got every time he steps out on the floor? He gets frustrated sometimes because he has a tough time scoring because it's not a great...
55 to go, first half. Ewing with the turnaround jump.
He's like Michael Jordan and Pippen in that you've got to focus in on him, and when you do, he'll free somebody else up for a shot. He's really an offense within an offense.
Knicks keeping the Bulls way away from the hoop. 5 to shoot. Pippen. That was knocked out by Cartwright. Jordan alone in the corner.
and almost basketball like offensive rebound. Very similar. So they're going to Xavier McDaniel's having...
Nice score for the Knicks as Starks off the bench with 8. 11-point Knicks lead, 1:43 to go first half. Jordan not scored a point for Chicago tonight.
And New York 17-0 bench scoring.
Minute 23 to go first half. Wilkins all over Jordan. Pippen trying to drive on McDaniel. Tough shot.
Shots, although Scottie Pippen loves those kind of shots because, again, it's an instinctive thing.
Ewing left alone. Misses the jumper. Jordan with a ball fake. Nowhere to go with it.
See, Patrick Ewing standing in the lane. Anytime Pippen or Jordan get in there, Patrick Ewing standing right there.
Impressive defense. 5 to shoot. Pippen has it blocked by Ewing with 1 on the shot. Jordan buries the jumper. You can't play defense better.
They want to get a good... Use the clock at the last shot, or excuse me, Chicago will get the last shot.
Ewing, big buckets. They score that in the first quarter many times.
Paxson coming off a double screen on the weak side. It's Mark Jackson.
Pippen from 19. Much either. They hold only an 8-point lead at the half. Ernie Johnson, Kevin Lockery will be along in just a moment.
NBA guard Jim Clemens is the junior partner of the firm, working with the guards. Their days are filled with film sessions and practice and pre-game preparation. Over 100 years of experience on the table.
They have to be in shape in order to be effective.
Oh, you mean the guys that are playing?
Yeah, I'm talking about our players, the guys who are playing the minutes.
No, they need a lot of rest.
We argue quite a bit, and I think one of the things that gives us strength is...
Which gives us every sequence of offense that we run. And so by the time I get back in the huddle, I have 25 seconds or so to get something across to the team. And that's about as succinct as you can be.
We don't like what we got when we come in. We go corner series again. Bill was wide open here on the corner series.
I think, we got a great staff, and they came together as one to all sort of put their mind together to make us a lot better team as well as individual players.
Collectively, this foursome has a single goal on which to focus, creating the right game plan to bring Chicago another championship.
Sustain it for 24 more because they're going to have to win this game.
Pippen tried to get it inside.
Defensively is more than any shot he'll make during the course of this game.
At 9 rebounds. Wilkins serving notice that they're not all that flat from having played the 5 games against the Pistons.
See, I think they're sharper. The question is, they're going to have enough energy to finish the game. I think they're sharper than Chicago right now.
Pippen with the offensive rebound and the putback. Pippen is hurt.
Playing it. Make Chicago take a 24-7. Looks like Scottie's got a gimpy ankle or a knee.
He definitely hurt something. Ewing on the fadeaway over Cartwright. Tip in Oakley.
Scottie's not running very well at all right now. I don't know whether Phil's going to get him out of the game and get a 20-second timeout.
Definitely in pain. You can see it.
Well, he's not even putting any weight on that right foot right now.
Claxton steps up for the jumper and just
Cartwright and gets him.
10-point Knicks lead. 10 minutes to go, third quarter.
Looks like
Jordan.
Scottie's rubbed off that or run off that little injury.
Got Jordan posted down there.
Ewing should be. Chicago scores here. I think you're going to see a timeout.
Fouled his second. 9:19 to go in the quarter. Jordan left alone, and he missed it. Cartwright with the foot
Game that we want to play well in. We want to win this game.
There's the double team. New York ball knocked out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock.
See, the Chicago defense swarms. They get this crowd in it, and you can see them. They swarm. They start coming after you now. They start looking for turnovers and steals.
Oh, we saw it against Miami in the second half last Wednesday. There's Pippen with a block. Chicago ball. Paxson hard to the hoop. It's a 4-point game. And no points. Bulls trailing by 4. They have scored 6 straight points.
Out of a timeout, New York either go screen roll with Patrick Ewing, or they try to get a shot. That was an unforced turnover there by Mark Jackson. He just got a little rattled, threw the ball away. There was still plenty of time on the clock.
Remember, it was 17-0 New York when they went to the bench in the first half. Pippen, big left-handed hook. It is a 2-point game.
That was double dribble. Oakley did. They didn't see it.
Exactly. Big Jim who took it to the rack. 4 of 14.
Well, everything's been a jump shot with him. That time he did one thing. He took it right to the basket to get the score.
Jordan takes it right to the basket. Almost got that too.
I don't think that's going to be a 2-shot foul, though. I think that's going to be called before he got there. Oh, nice play by Patrick Ewing. Crossover, beautiful move. And Horace Grant can do. Michael and Scottie are starting to get lathered up a little bit. You have got to do a good job right now with your defense.
Paxson offensive three. He's 4-point game.
God love him. The way he shoots the basketball, such an important part of this team.
McDaniel got inside of Jordan.
As a rhythm shooter, so he did not catch that ball in rhythm. That's a walk.
Travel on McDaniel, wave off the basket. Jordan posted against Starks.
This is where he's tough in the post right here. You don't know what to do if you're going to double team him. Shoots the jump shot, you double team him, and he passes. Well, you can see the defense right now picking up.
8 seconds to shoot for the Knicks. 5. Anthony from long three. The rookie from
Mark Jackson hurt his leg.
Ed Middleton with the call. Jordan from 18. First quarter. He was held. Anthony, tough drive. Knicks bench, one of their biggest areas of improvement this year. Grant trying to post against Mason, who is so very strong down there. Horace Grant having trouble with it. Pippen, 360 spin move for Cartwright. Knicks by 3. Anthony had Xavier McDaniel, couldn't get him the ball. Showing great patience for a rookie.
Yes, he is. He's made some pretty good decisions. That's not a good one, though.
No kidding. Jordan with a block. Bulls with the ball. Starks and Jordan into a sumo wrestling match down there on the post. Now Jordan has him isolated. 5 to shoot.
Spinning back and baseline.
Out, and Jordan has 20. It's a 1-point Knicks lead.
He fades away from him. You can't block his shot. You almost have to send a guy from behind him to try to block a shot from behind.
McDaniel steps up. 12-footer. Ewing rebound and put back. Big play by
New York.
Chicago has not led in the entire game.
Right, that's what I meant.
Well, the Bulls have fouled out of, been disqualified only 3 times all year. Can you imagine that? Missed it again. That was for 3. Paxson. Knicks by 1.
Rhythm. He's going to knock down about 75% of the open shots. The only one he's missed is when the pass was at his ankle.
7 to shoot. Nice spin move. Foul. Scottie Pippen now has 3 personal. 3-point Knicks lead. Ewing alone. Drains it over. Pippen hard into the paint. Had to get rid of the ball because there were 3 players on it. Who got the block?
Ewing got a piece of it. That's 5 for him tonight.
Anthony for 13.
Boy, his quickness. Armstrong is in. They're going to have to start going to their bench. This next 3-4 minutes are going to be vitally important for Chicago. Hodges, though, can shoot cold coming off the bench. They're going to have to not let him get threes.
The turnover as he tried to get it to Scottie Pippen, but first the whistle, so it won't be a turnover. They were holding Pippen. That's why he didn't make the catch.
When I talked to Pat Riley before the game, one of the things he said was that Hodges was very effective with us during the season. You see the push in the back. They do not want to let Hodges get freed up for a 3-pointer.
It's 3 on McDaniel. Right against Ewing. Pippen's jump hook doesn't go. Gets his own offensive board and takes it right back. Not this time either. Cartwright. Stripped away. And it's New York ball. Ed Middleton with the ball.
Trash out there to B.J. Armstrong right now. He's having some fun. His team is winning, but he's got to be very careful. It's a 7-game series.
10 to shoot. Ewing heating up.
On track is when he got the dunk. He stopped shooting the fadeaways. He's gotten squared up now, and he's shooting better shots.
Since then, he's hit his last 4. Pippen having trouble penetrating, which is major part of his game, so he'll pull up.
But either lost only 1 point or picked up a point. So this is a nice, important possession for New York. They don't want it to, it's too quick, though. Pippen's going to penetrate. Again, they do not want to leave Hodges.
New York on an 8-2 run. B.J. Armstrong has it partially blocked by Mason. And the Knicks lead it 73-64 by 9 going into the 4th quarter.
8% of the Bulls' offense. Tonight, they have 63% of the offense. The rest of the team has only 24 points. So, Bulls off the bench.
Bulls bench has not scored. Starks running, has McDaniel out there. Mason the follow. Starks all the way.
And playing very well defensively.
And surprising, I'm sure, about everybody who's dialing in. The Bulls have never led in this game. Jordan gets it to Williams. It's blocked by Ewing. That's his 6th block. Grant.
To beat the shot clock, but New York's going to...
They lead it by 8 with 10:42 to go in the game. Ewing
late in the game. I do not think there's anybody individually that can stop Patrick Ewing down there. They're going to have to get the ball out of his hand.
Ewing has 20 points. Scott Williams scored.
In a lottery, I guarantee you no one would have chosen that they would have been by Scott Williams. See, Ewing's feeling it, so he'll make that little open shot there. He's feeling it.
In this entire second half, and we showed you a graphic early in this game, the difference in the numbers of free throws that the Bulls have shot against the opposition. It's incredible, the difference. And I know you got that right. There's the turnover. Jordan. 9 minutes to go in the game.
You see a score here, you're going to see another Pat Riley timeout.
Bulls have the floor spread, now into the offense.
Watch Michael on the backdoor cut.
5, 4, 3, 2. Armstrong at the... Pippen getting a little work on that ankle. We saw him turn it earlier in the ballgame when he stepped on Xavier McDaniel's foot. How about this? The Bulls bench scored the last 7 Chicago points after scoring no points in the first 37 minutes of the game.
When you think about it, Hodges got a layup. Scottie Ewing's going to come right back in the game.
Oakley trying to defend Scott Williams. Now they're putting... Jordan posted against Starks. The double clutch back into the game.
He sat for 3 possessions there. One Jordan in the post. 14 fouls now in New York, so they'll be in the penalty for the rest of the way. We'll have to keep our eye on the free throw shooting.
.6:54 to go in this ball game. Bob Neal into the game. The Bulls have never led. The Knicks have led by as many as 12 points. Michael Jordan has 20.
The importance of this free throw is also to give Chicago a chance to press. If Michael makes this, I think you're going to see the pressure come up the floor.
Jordan's been to the line only 4 times. We might expect to see him going to the line more this next 7 minutes.
Absolutely. Now you got Anthony in the ball game also too instead of Mark Jackson. Anthony played well. Let's see if he can take them to the finish.
New York, some real quickness at the point. 10 seconds to shoot.
See, Ewing did not touch the ball again.
B.J. Armstrong with the ball fake. And it is a 1-point. Jordan with the rebound. And he's fouled.
That foul by Ewing because now they're going to shoot 2 free throws. That's just good block out. Michael Jordan with a great rebound. And instead of getting back defensively, Ewing gets his hand in there. Ewing is called with the foul. So Chicago, if Michael makes these 2 free throws, will take their first lead of the game.
We're talking about Jordan to the free throw. He's been averaging 45 points a game in the 3 games against Miami. Had 56 in game 3, distorting that average a bit. So he just barely got that.
New York goes with Starks, Jackson in for Anthony, Ewing, McDaniel, and Mason. So they have 2 of their bench players. Starks, a better defender. Mason, a little more speed and quickness than Oakley. The Bulls lead their offense. This is where Mark Jackson has to be their lead guard and make sure that they run their offense under the pressure of Chicago's defense. See Pippen laying back in the post, will not allow the pass to go inside.
3 to shoot. 2, 1. That's a violation. Chicago ball.
It's going to be tough for New York defensively here because every foul is 2 free throws. This is why you've got to stay out of the penalty. Because you know Michael Jordan is going to try to get contact and get to the line.
Like right now. The building is alive. That's why they call it the Madhouse. New York with 6 straight scoreless possessions, and now the foul will be called on Michael Jordan.
That's their first team foul. See, so they're swarming like crazy right now. They can gamble. They can go for surging. Michael Jordan knows they're in the penalty. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take it to the basket. Somebody's going to foul me, or I'm going to be a contortionist. I'm going to jump sideways, kiss it off the defense, taking over here at home behind this big crowd.
Looking for Ewing against Cartwright.
That's the first good
by 1.
Be aware of Michael. Now, I told you he's setting up Starks for the backdoor play, too, so that's going to come before this night's over.
10 to shoot. 8. 5.
Sure, he gets the ball in his hands. If they double and they throw it out, then you can take the 3, but get a good shot.
7 seconds to shoot. Cartwright all over Ewing. There's Ewing, but he's 18 feet away. Drains it anyway, and the Knicks have regained the lead. Ewing hit the last 8 New York points, 14 of their last 18. Bulls down 1, 3:12 to go. Michael Jordan, classic. Bulls by 1. What a game we've seen here in Chicago Stadium tonight.
Remember, Chicago only 2 team fouls.
It's tied at 84.
tape. Keep your eye on John Patton.
Knicks have not won in Chicago Stadium since 1987. They lead by 1. Jordan, what a move inside. 30 points.
I hope Chicago...
Look at Ewing and Cartwright down there. No whistle. Ron Garrettson said, play on, Ewing.
Time, 2 big-time shooters.
Ewing has hit his last 5 shots, 10 to shoot.
See, the tough time is you got to play Michael Jordan without fouling him. If you do, there's Paxson, what I'm telling you right there.
Out of there, rebound Mason. The Bulls had a foul to give. Knicks in the back.
When in doubt, go screen roll.
Jordan gives it up to Cartwright, back to Jordan. Ewing with the block. They're going to call the foul. Minute 13 to go in the game. Knicks lead it by 1. It was a huge turnover when the Bulls forced the violation. Jordan hasn't missed from the line tonight. The Knicks had shot only 2. Cartwright yanks Ewing and puts him down inside the paint. Ewing has to come all the way out. The jumper in the lane. And
Team Ewing. He allowed Ewing to come all the way in the lane, and Ewing has the hot hand.
He's hit his last 6.
Surprised he's not making him give the ball up. Now, the one thing you don't want to do if you're New York is you don't want to give up a 3-point play going to the basket.
Jordan's trying to get that, kicks it out to Pippen from long range. Rebound, Ewing. He's fouled, and the Knicks lead it by.
To Pippen, and he makes a big looping turn and takes it to the basket.
Jordan keeps the air ball. Pippen got it. Knowing Jordan, it may have been a pass.
Got to get the ball in bounds.
Foul on Chicago, 4.1.
And tipped it to himself.
Point win, 94-89. Knicks, the X-Man. He rebounded offensively very well in the series against Detroit.